Today we're going to be using Iron Orchid Designs Bibelot mold. These are ornaments. Obviously, I was going to say Christmas ornaments. You could probably use them for other times too, but we're going to be using this mold today to make some different ornaments. And then you can see over there I have some paper clay. Oh, I wanted to show you there's some indentations in here, like it has some dimension to it, so I'm hoping that will show. And then I'm using this paper clay here, creative paper clay. I'm not sure where I got this, but that's what I'm using today. So first thing you want to do, and I've said this before, is you want to put some cornstarch into your molds because it will help your mold to come out a lot easier. All right, my original plan here was to put these things together and make an ornament that way, and you certainly can do that, but these all didn't dry as flat as I wanted them to. Anyways, we're just going to use them with the flat side open, and I think we can get more ornaments this way, so we'll just make a variety of things and see what we come up with. This is a little sample of Fusion Mineral Paint. I'll put a list in the description box of the colors that I used for you. We are using Iron Orchid Designs Kitschy Christmas transfers, and I do have one that I'm using that is going to be the Velvet Crimson transfers also. I think we're going to give this one a crackle. And then this, I'm not sure I want to do that one with that. I got 3 more here. Oh, 4 more. I have 4 more left here. So we'll have to see. So this stack of books here, this is from the Crimson Velvet Transfer collection. Okay, we're going in a different direction because I've pulled out, instead with these lighter colors, I've pulled out my rice paper things. I used these several years ago. I've had them sitting here. I think the colors go better with these particular colors. And so we have our IOD ornament molds, or our clay, you know, ornaments from the molds, but we're going to, I think, use these instead. Okay, I think I'm going to take my white wax here. I think I want to give these a little bit of a definition. And since I've decided to use these lighter pieces here, I think we're going to just use some wax on this and kind of give this. Hopefully my little transfer is still going to go on there after I wax this. We'll see. And I do like to see some of the indentations here that are part of these molds, because I do feel like they're kind of getting lost in the one-dimensional part of the paint, you know. Okay, if you saw my other video, you saw that I made these with resin, and of course it's cloudy. I've had lots of people give me suggestions about clear coating it. So also I wanted to point out that I Mod Podged this and then it came apart. Obviously that doesn't work, so we're going to try the Titebond. But first we're going to try to do a clear coat. So I'm going to start on the back here. This is a gloss varnish. It's a clear. We're going to see how this works. Let's see if it works. All right, come back in a little while and see what happens. Well, I'm going to say it kind of worked. I mean, it's definitely clearer than it was. I'm going to try it one more time on this. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do is the Titebond. The Titebond does dry clear. Well, if I don't really want to ruin it, but I want to put this together. I'm going to wait on that. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do, some of these are going to get wire hooks. So I'm going to use the Titebond to use wire hooks with some of these. So this one, okay, these have ribbons. This one I'm waiting for my crackle to be done, and then this one I want this to dry more before I put it on, and then I want to make sure that this is going to dry clear before I use it on this. So we're going to break out the hot glue gun here with these. I really want to use these wired hanger pieces here. So we're going to break out the glue gun for this, I think, because the regular glue didn't work, but also I think it has to do with how this is shaping at the bottom, and it's not as flat and straight as I would like it to be. That's a lot of glue. I don't know. We're going to hide it somehow. So with this piece here, I've decided to wait and do a little more research because I spent a lot of time making this resin mold and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm going to see just exactly what I should use to secure these two pieces together. Maybe watch a couple other videos or something. So this one won't be done for this video, but my others are done and I'm going to show them to you. And I'll probably, you know, once I get my trees up and decorated, I will probably put a video up and show you how they look. So here are how my ornaments turned out. If I had a little more time, I would paint the tops. And as a matter of fact, I may go back and do that at some point. I'm just running out of time getting this video out to you. I really love the black one. I think that is that moody, elegant look. And of course, I love the kitschy Christmas little bunny there and the other ones. And I do like how the crackle turned out on this. You have to use a lot of crackle to get it to really show up well. All right, what do you think of the ornaments and how would you decorate them? Let me